Before I start this mini review, I just want to say that one of the many internet reviewers who has been a big inspiration for me, and who I'm a huge fan of, is Noah Antwiler, best known for his web series The Spoonie Experiment, and his character, the Spoonie One. And I love watching his reviews, his movie reviews, and through watching the Spoonie Experiment, I was introduced to a very obscure action movie star, Reb Brown, who Noah Antwiler says he is a huge fan of, and he's reviewed several of his movies. And I love them too. I think they're very enjoyable. Pretty dumb, but enjoyable. So I just want to give a shout out to Noah Antwiler for making a fan out of me. Here we go. Youre the Hunter from the Future. This is honestly one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen in my whole life, and I loved every second of it. It's dumb, but there is not a boring moment at all in this movie. I totally recommend it, and in the past few years it's had a DVD release. A very cheaply made DVD, but still a DVD. And this is an interesting box. Took me a while to figure out, and then in order to get the tape out, you had to go like this. And I love VHS a lot, but as we know, it's not really being made anymore, so it's always good to be safe. Oh yeah, I got two. If I had to describe this movie, it'd be a film about a caveman wandering through the desert, going down a river, and encountering aliens. Strike Commando. Okay, every movie that Reb Brown made was either over the top or just batshit crazy. This movie is the most fucking insane of any movie he ever made. Just look at the cover. This movie has machine guns, explosions, torture. It is just fucking insane to the fucking max. And Reb Brown is just so action crazed awesome in this that I am pretty sure he would make even the most macho heterosexual male jizz in his pants. Basic plot description. Reb Brown is a soldier in Vietnam sent in to rescue POWs, and basically it's a ripoff of the second Rambo movie. And in fact, it's so shameless in its ripping off, you're kind of surprised the filmmakers didn't kill themselves. Okay, last movie. Last Flight to Hell. Look at that arm. I can only wish that my arm ever gets that big someday. The plot for this movie is pretty hard to describe. It's kind of all over the place. Best description, Reb Brown plays a DEA agent hunting a drug lord who's being held hostage by the Chinese opium rings. And he strikes up some kind of a romance with the drug lord's daughter, who's working with him to get her father back. Oh, and here's an interesting fact. This image of Reb on the cover, this isn't actually what he looks like in the movie. This is actually taken from another film he made a few years earlier called Space Mutiny. In the actual film, this is what he looks like. And for anyone who's old enough to remember, who likes old television, the second lead in this movie is Chuck Connors of The Rifleman and Werewolf and Airplane 2. I think the plot description for this movie is funny because it says there's non-stop action from beginning to end. Not really. I mean, this is actually pretty modest. Like, there is action, but it's not what I would call non-stop. And it's not the most action-crazed movie that Reb Brown has ever made. And like Youre the Hunter from the Future and Strike Commando, I just like this movie. They all have some pretty dumb moments, and this one does have some really badly done moments, like badly acted, badly directed, but it's still fun. I still really enjoyed it, and I recommend all of them. And quick heads up, this movie is really going out of print. This videotape I have here was one of the last two copies being sold on Amazon. So if anyone tries to go looking for this movie, good luck. And if you actually manage to find a copy, good job. For anyone who can find a copy of this tape, heads up, the audio is terrible. So you have to really, like, you can hear it, but you have to turn the volume up really fucking loud. So yeah, those are my thoughts on those three Reb Brown movies, and I might end up doing a full-length review with the bisexual movie buff on one of them. And if no one has seen Noah Antwiler's reviews of Reb's movies as the Spoonie one, go check him out on the Spoonie Experiment. They are great. Well, I guess if there's anything else left I have to say, it'd be this.